Hey guys, what's up? How are you doing today? Welcome back to this YouTube channel. It's your guy Igor here. Today's video is dedicated to help out international students, but it's also going to be interesting for those of you who are already in Canada to get that kind of perspective of international student. You know, yesterday, if you've seen the story, I finally voted in Canada, my first ever voting election in Canada. And yeah, don't forget that I came here as an international student. I got my citizenship this year, and this year I was voting on federal elections. Woo, it's amazing. Yeah, I came to Canada as an international student in closer to September, August 2012, and I did my study and did my immigration. So I decided it's a good video to tell you from my experience what you need, those things that people forget to mention on their YouTube channels, because there's lots of international students, YouTubers, and things that will be useful to me before I came to Canada, because obviously you lose a lot of time and money, because you are paying 3 times more money than local students. Don't forget about that. International students pay 3 times. If you didn't know that, Canadians pay 1/3 of what you pay, or permanent residents pay the same thing. There is a special a fee for international student that is like, if a local student pays 1,000, you pay 3,000. If the local student pays 3,000, you pay like 12,000. Oh no, 12, like 4,000, you pay 12,000. You know, like that's the math. That's basically it. It's a huge economy is built around it, plus immigration. So today we'll discuss a little bit about rent, you know, living expenses, money, and studying. I have a paper here. I wrote things down this time. First thing is, if you're coming to Canada, you have to find a roommate for renting, because it's way cheaper to rent if you have a roommate. It does not mean that you have to stay in one room with somebody, but if you have somebody to help you out with renting, let's say you rent, like I lived, 3-bedroom apartment for 3 students, so you have 2 other people and you rent together 1 apartment and each of you gets 1 bedroom. It's way cheaper. You save a ton of money. Now if you really want to save a lot of money and you don't mind having 2 people in 1 room, you can rent a 3-bedroom apartment with 6 other students, which I do not recommend, because student life is, you know how it's like, right? It's lots of partying, you have to study, you have to pass the exams. Another tip for renting is you have to get a place close to your college, so you don't have to spend too much of money on public transit. For example, I didn't have my TTC bus pass when I was in Toronto right away. I got it only a little bit later on. Let's go straight there. And I'll tell you, it's actually a sucky situation. It does suck if you don't have a public bus pass, because when everyone is going out to downtown to hang out, you don't have a bus pass. So make sure you get one when you are here in Canada. Even though living to the school closer to the school is better, I still encourage to get it. But if you're really cheap like me at the beginning, get close to the school. Do not buy a bus pass. You send that extra $100, all right? Next tip would be is renting it closer to a shopping center. So it should be close to a school and it should be close to grocery shopping, because you don't want to be shopping in a convenience store. Convenience store is basically a rip-off small stores that you get like in back home in the countries, but it's way more expensive. Everything is a couple of dollars extra, and you don't want to be traveling on the public transit is full of groceries, because you have to stock up a lot, and it's really frustrating. I fortunately lived closer to a grocery store, a couple of bus stops away, so I had to walk a little bit, and I was pretty far away from Scarborough Town Center. I had to go to Centennial College on Progress Avenue. So it took me 15 minutes to get to college on the bus, which was not bad, and took me maybe 5 minutes to get to the grocery store, which was good. Next thing for renting is, well, find a good deal. I wrote it for myself. You have to find someone who offers you a decent price. If you get a furnished place, get it furnished. And if it's a good deal. If not, then they don't take it furnished. Now we'll talk a little bit about money and like living expenses. Okay, living stuff. So where you can get furniture, you can get it on Kijiji or you can get it in IKEA. I recommend getting lots of stuff from Kijiji for free. People are just giving it away, and if it is a mattress, never take it from Kijiji. It might have bed bugs. Bed bugs is little things, parasites that drink your blood while you sleep. That sucks. Never take a used mattress, even if they're given to you for free, or sell it. Buy a mattress you can get real cheap in IKEA. Everything else, get it off Kijiji. Kijiji.ca is like a website. What's that machinery there? Let me go a little bit faster. It's a website where you can get lots of good stuff for no cost. It's people just give it away. Next tip would be, let me just check my list here. Use your student rewards card, because students get discounts everywhere. So make sure you take advantage of that. You get yourself a student card so that you can get yourself a special student bus pass that is also cheaper than the normal one. So yeah, take advantage of every discount in the different supermarkets and restaurants. They give special deals for students that are cheaper than for everybody else. Next thing is money. It's the toughest question, because everything is really here about money in Canada. You pay 3 times more, you spend so much of money coming here, which leads to try to get a part-time job on campus. If you can do that, that's amazing. As soon as you get to college, first thing, go to the campus, ask the professors, go to the student help center and apply. Because every international student, it's the least thing they go. They just start to settling down, new country, well, I don't know where I am, it's cold or something, you know, like wide open eyes, everyone is green. You watch this video, you run to the student center, ask for a job, part-time. Also, those student centers giving jobs, they sponsor a lot of people. I know students who got immigration done through their school where they're studying. It's done by networking, by building those relationships. So first thing you do is run and ask for a job. Next tip would be for partying, is saving money, is do not drink alcohol in pubs. Drink alcohol at home before you go to a pub, or you're going to waste so much of money. A can of beer can be 7, can be 10 bucks. So for you to get drunk in a pub is going to cost you probably 100 bucks at least. So what a secret technique Canadians do is, you get a little bit drunk from LCBO or a liquor store, and then you go to a party. Then you go to a student party, you get a cup of beer, and then you're smashed. But don't be really smashed, you don't want to get into a fight or anything. All I'm saying is save money, don't try to get drunk in a pub. If you want to really get drunk, if you're Russian, have some at home, then go have a couple of beers and you're going to enjoy your time and you're not going to spend much money. Because beer in the shop is like $3 and the pub is like $10. Don't do that. Next thing in my list is studying. To save money on studying. It's actually, I'm going to give you a couple of tips. Hope lots of Canadians are not watching it. First thing for studying, they're going to have a bookstore. You're going to have to spend like $500 on your first semester. Ah, you didn't know that? Yeah, that's how expensive it is. First thing is, you are going to do like most of the students do, is go into a library and buying all those books. An experienced student like myself, you go and buy it from other students. People graduate to another semester, they don't need those books anymore, it's garbage for them. And they're ready to get rid of it. At probably at a portion of a price, $20, $30, $40 instead of $100 or $200. Go buy it of those students. And on your first lecture, find out which books you need, write it down, they're going to tell you which books to buy. Go to the senior students that you meet on a campus and start asking them for those books. Buy them while they're still available, so that you have enough books so that they're probably doing their next semester and you're on your first semester. They have those books, they don't need them. Make sure you grab them before somebody else does. Be one of those first ones and save money. Last thing, go is to the library. Another tip of how you can save money. Now this is not exactly a legit tip, because plagiarism and copyright thing in Canada is very important. You can actually buy copyrighted copies in Scarborough, underground, they just scan those books, which is not a good deal. Don't get caught, you might get suspended from your studying, and they might even get your ethics board involved, and they might even kick you out of from your school if you do that. So if you do that, don't show it to anyone and don't tell it to anyone. Next thing is another one, ethics, homework. Senior students probably have projects on their pen drive. They probably have some homework. You probably can get some of the projects from them. They're probably going to be similar to what they had, so do not copy it. I don't encourage any plagiarism here because you might get caught, and but ask the seniors. At least you'll have an idea on what to expect from the semester, and find out some tips that can help you approach different kinds of professors. Okay, don't complain on this video because this is, I'm giving you some real tips here. Yeah. Now, get pen drive, do your paper, do not copy, and also more important part in Canada is do your paperworks and projects on time. Do not try to submit it later. It's very important that you submit everything on time here. It's crucial how important it is, because if you are late, they will deduct your points, or they will not take your paperwork, and that paperwork might cost you 15%, 10%, or 5% out of your total mark. So if you are like me, a person who screwed up one of the paperworks and lost 15%, now you have to make sure that you have a big score on your final exam, that you pass it, because now you already lost 15% that you could have had. On some subjects I knew that I already passed without taking my final exams, because I knew on that subject I missed it, I forgot about it, it was my fault, I didn't do it. I could have had A+, but instead I got like B or something like that, and I had to work real hard to make sure I have enough points to pass that exam, because you fail a subject, you have to retake it. It costs you 3 times more money than the local people. It means you might have to study an extra semester instead of graduating, and you can get your full-time work permit, which sucks. So do not fail anything, do everything on time, and be smart. And another tip is, if you're planning to cheat somewhere, don't just be dumb, don't just cheat. You look for ideas, but do your paperwork by yourself, so there is no plagiarism claims, because they will catch you. They have software running here that scans the paperwork, and professors might recognize, and there is no zero tolerance here for that. So what works back home doesn't work here. Be smart, don't spend too much, and I hope this video deserves a like. Smash the like button if you think it deserves. Subscribe to this channel to see more, guys. It's awesome, my first elections, and we'll see you in Canada. I was so excited to vote yesterday, woo! But the problem is, my candidate did not win. Justin Trudeau won, which is good for immigration. But we'll see you next video. Bye for now.